Our world is shaped by forces of unimaginable scale. Earthquakes, tsunamis, eruptions, and storms that remind us of nature's true dominion. Today, we count down the top 10 most powerful natural disasters ever recorded. Moments when Earth's fury changed history and tested human resilience. Number 1. December 26th, 2004. A date forever etched in the memory of those who survived, and in the annals of natural disasters. Millions of people awoke to what seemed like a normal day along the beautiful coastlines of the Indian Ocean, unaware that this day would be anything but ordinary. The waters were calm, the skies were clear, and a gentle breeze whispered through the palm trees, giving no hint of the impending catastrophe about to strike. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, a massive 9.1 magnitude earthquake, one of the largest ever recorded, occurred off the coast of Sumatra. The immense force of the quake ruptured the seabed, violently displacing billions of tons of water and unleashing a tsunami of unimaginable power. This colossal wave raced across the ocean at the speed of a jet plane, heading towards unsuspecting coastlines. As it approached land, the tsunami transformed into monstrous waves, reaching heights of up to 30 meters, a terrifying wall of water. The tsunami crashed into coastlines in 14 countries, from Indonesia and Thailand to Sri Lanka, and even as far as the shores of Africa, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The sheer force of the water obliterated entire communities, reducing homes and infrastructure to rubble in a matter of minutes. The disaster claimed over 230,000 lives, a staggering loss that resonated around the world. Millions more were left homeless, displaced from their homes and communities, their lives irrevocably altered. The scale of the tragedy spurred global efforts to improve tsunami warning systems and disaster preparedness, in hopes of preventing such devastation in the future. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami remains a stark and heartbreaking reminder of our vulnerability to the planet's sudden, violent shifts, and the importance of global cooperation in the face of natural disasters. Number 2. March 11th, 2011. A date etched in the memory of Japan and the world. It began as an ordinary day, with people going about their routines, unaware of the immense forces gathering beneath the ocean's surface. Japan's renowned resilience, a quality forged through centuries of natural challenges, was about to be tested in an unprecedented way. A cataclysmic 9.0 magnitude earthquake, with its epicenter off the coast of Tohoku, struck with terrifying force. It was the strongest earthquake ever recorded in Japan's history, a nation intimately familiar with seismic activity. The ground shook violently, buildings swayed, and the very foundations of the country seemed to tremble. The immense energy released by the quake triggered a towering tsunami, a series of monstrous waves propelled towards the coastline. These weren't ordinary waves. They were colossal walls of water, some reaching heights of over 40 meters, bearing down on unsuspecting coastal communities. The tsunami surged inland, sweeping away entire towns and leaving a trail of unimaginable destruction in its wake. The disaster claimed nearly 16,000 lives, leaving countless families shattered and communities devastated. But the nightmare didn't end there. The tsunami also crippled the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, a critical source of energy for the nation. The plant suffered catastrophic meltdowns, releasing radioactive materials into the surrounding environment. This led to mass evacuations, forcing hundreds of thousands of people to abandon their homes and livelihoods. The world watched in horror as Japan faced a series of cascading crises. earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear disaster. This unprecedented event reshaped global views on disaster preparedness, nuclear safety protocols, and the importance of international cooperation in times of crisis. Tohoku's legacy: the enduring need for vigilance, the power of scientific understanding, and the strength of community bonds in the face of nature's overwhelming fury, serves as a constant reminder of the forces we must respect and prepare for. Number 3. In April 1815, Mount Tambora erupted in Indonesia, unleashing the most powerful volcanic explosion in over a millennium. The blast obliterated villages, killed over 70,000 people, and sent ash high into the atmosphere. Tambora's eruption triggered the year without a summer. Global temperatures dropped, crops failed, and famine spread across continents. The world's climate was altered for years, proving a single volcano can change the fate of millions. Tambora's shadow lingers as a warning of nature's far-reaching power. Number 4. January 23rd, 1556. Shanchi, China, was struck by the deadliest earthquake in history. An estimated 830,000 people perished as cities and villages collapsed, many buried in fragile cave dwellings. The quake reshaped the land, altered rivers, and decimated the population by 60% in affected provinces. Its staggering death toll remains unmatched, a grim testament to the devastation earthquakes can bring. The Shanchi quake is a somber reminder of the risks faced by densely populated, vulnerable regions. Number 5. May 12, 2008, Sichuan, China, was rocked by a magnitude 7.9 earthquake, flattening towns and triggering massive landslides. Nearly 90,000 people died or went missing, with millions left homeless and entire communities erased. The disaster exposed weaknesses in building standards, especially in schools, and challenged rescue efforts in mountainous terrain. Landslides created dangerous quake lakes, compounding the crisis. Sichuan's tragedy underscored the urgent need for resilient infrastructure in earthquake-prone regions. Number 6. August 1883. Krakatoa erupted in Indonesia, producing one of the loudest sounds ever recorded, heard thousands of kilometers away. The eruption obliterated most of the island, triggered tsunamis over 30 meters high, and killed more than 36,000 people. Ash and sulfur veiled the planet, dropping global temperatures and painting the skies with vivid sunsets. Krakatoa's fury altered weather patterns for years and left a haunting mark on art and memory. Its legacy: the global reach of volcanic power. Number 7. November 1970. The Bola cyclone struck East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, unleashing a deadly storm surge on the low-lying delta. Winds and water swept away entire villages, with little warning for those in harm's way. Between 300,000 and 500,000 people perished, making it the deadliest tropical cyclone ever recorded. The disaster exposed the vulnerability of coastal populations and spurred political upheaval, leading to the birth of Bangladesh. Bola's devastation remains a sobering lesson in the power of the world's storms. Number 8. April 18th, 1906. San Francisco was shattered by a 7.9 earthquake, but it was fire that finished the city. Broken gas lines ignited infernos that raged for days, destroying over 80% of the city and leaving hundreds of thousands homeless. The true death toll may have reached 6,000, far higher than official counts. The disaster transformed earthquake science and building codes, shaping the future of urban resilience. San Francisco's trial by fire is a story of destruction and rebirth. Number 9. September 19th, 1985. A magnitude 8.0 earthquake struck Mexico City, its effects amplified by the city's soft lakebed foundation. Hundreds of buildings collapsed, trapping thousands and leaving up to 30,000 dead and hundreds of thousands homeless. The disaster revealed the dangers of poor construction and the unique risks of urban geology. Ordinary citizens became heroes, forming rescue brigades in the rubble. Mexico City's tragedy inspired sweeping reforms in emergency response and building safety. Number 10. In 1931, China endured a period of unprecedented hardship. The country, already grappling with political instability and economic challenges, was about to face a natural disaster of unimaginable scale. It became the deadliest natural disaster of the 20th century, a catastrophe that would leave an indelible mark on the nation's history and collective memory. The disaster was triggered by a series of catastrophic floods along the Yangtze River, the lifeblood of China, as well as the Yellow and Huai rivers, all swelling to dangerous levels. Torrential rains, coupled with rapid snowmelt from the mountains and a series of devastating typhoons, all converged to create the perfect storm. The relentless pressure overwhelmed dikes and flood defenses, which were already weakened by years of neglect and disrepair. The floodwaters surged across the landscape, submerging an area the size of England and half of Scotland, transforming fertile farmlands into vast, desolate lakes. Millions fled their homes, desperately seeking higher ground and safety from the rising waters. But famine and disease followed in the wake of the floods, spreading rapidly through the displaced and weakened population. The combined effects of the disaster were catastrophic, raising the death toll to as high as 4 million, a staggering loss of life. The floods exposed the peril of vulnerable infrastructure, highlighting the urgent need for investment in flood control and disaster preparedness. It also revealed the immense human cost of prolonged disaster, the suffering and resilience of those who endured the unimaginable. The 1931 floods remain a harrowing example of nature's capacity for devastation, and a stark reminder of the importance of disaster mitigation and humanitarian aid. These disasters reveal Earth's immense, unpredictable power and our own vulnerability. Yet, they also show the strength of human resilience, the value of science, and the importance of preparation. Each catastrophe teaches us to respect nature, build wisely, and help one another in times of crisis. Which disaster shocked you most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more incredible true stories from Wondrous Story.